A decision taken at the age of 50, a revolution born from a death, and an empire handed over to daughters. The complete story of Apollo hospitals. Sometimes history is not written in books. It is born in a hospital corridor with a fading breath. A moment when a doctor has knowledge and intent, but the system does not support him. The year was 1979. In India, a patient was battling a severe heart condition. His condition was deteriorating rapidly. Treatment was needed, and urgently. The doctor said, if his life was to be saved, he would have to be taken to the United States. But going to America was not within everyone's reach. Time was short, resources were limited, and soon after, that patient passed away. That one death did not just shatter a family, it held up a mirror to India's healthcare system. And looking into that mirror, one man changed the direction of his entire life. At that time, Dr. Prathap C Reddy was in the United States, a successful cardiologist, professionally settled, good income, respect, secure future. He was around 50 years old, an age when most people begin to confine their lives within a safe boundary. But that patient's death awakened something within Dr. Reddy that would not let him sit in peace. This was not just a medical case, it was a system failure. A country that had talent and doctors, but lacked facilities. A place where saving a life required crossing borders. India of the 1970 and 1980 was very different from today's India. The Green Revolution had transformed agriculture, but healthcare was still far behind. Government hospitals were overcrowded, resources were limited, private hospitals were small and scattered. Procedures like heart surgery, neurosurgery, or transplants were almost impossible for the common man. Heart disease meant either a long wait or a ticket abroad. In that era, healthcare existed as a service, but not as a system. Sitting in the United States, Dr. Reddy asked himself a question. If treatment does not exist in India, will patients always have to be sent abroad? Or can treatment be brought to India instead? This very question became the foundation of Apollo. He decided that he would return to India and build a hospital that would be no less than any major hospital in the world. The decision was emotional, but its outcome was completely uncertain. There was no trust from the government, no support from banks, and no precedent to follow. When Dr. Reddy returned to India, reality greeted him harshly. Opening a world-class hospital at that time was considered an almost impossible mission. Banks hesitated to give loans. Importing medical equipment attracted taxes of up to 100%. Licenses, permissions, government files, obstacles at every step. People said that a private multi-specialty hospital could not run in India, that people would not pay for treatment. But Dr. Reddy believed that if trustworthy care was provided, people would come. It is said that he made more than 50 trips to Delhi. Every time the same file, the same argument. That India needed a modern hospital. This fight was not just for one hospital, it was against a mindset that believed innovation in healthcare was not possible. Then, in 1983, a major turning point came. He received the support of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. The first Apollo hospital, with 150 beds, was launched in Chennai. That day marked the birth of corporate healthcare in India. At the time, people were astonished. The idea of running a hospital like a business was new. Many even called Dr. Reddy crazy. Dr. Reddy later said that when he told people he was going to open a multi-specialty hospital, most of them mocked him. But that very disbelief became his strength, because he had to prove that world-class treatment was possible in India. Dr. Prathap Chandra Reddy's roots were extremely modest. He was born on February 5, 1933, in Arakkonam, Tamil Nadu. He was the first person in his family to attend college. His father wanted him to pursue an MBA and choose a safe corporate career. But Reddy's heart was set on medicine. He completed his MBBS from Stanley Medical College, then went to the UK for training in cardiology. Later, he moved to the United States, where he built an outstanding professional reputation. But India always lived within him. In 1971, a letter from his family shook him deeply. The condition of India, the lack of treatment, and people's helplessness. All of this awakened the doctor within him once again. And finally, that death in 1979 gave his decision its final shape. He decided that merely providing treatment was not enough. Building a system was essential. The name Apollo itself carries a story. It was not suggested by a branding consultant, but by his second daughter, Sunita Reddy. In Greek mythology, Apollo is considered the god of health and medicine. The name was not just unique, it carried a message. That treatment is not only about medicine, but also about trust. This trust gradually became Apollo's identity. After the first hospital, Apollo's journey was not easy. Bringing every new technology to India was a challenge. Inviting foreign doctors, training Indian doctors, and implementing international standards. All of this happened step by step. But Apollo broke the myth that quality healthcare was possible only abroad. The first successful heart surgeries, transplants, advanced diagnostics. With every success, trust in Apollo kept growing. Over time, Apollo did not remain limited to hospitals alone. A pharmacy chain was launched so that medicines could be available everywhere. Diagnostic centers were set up. Telemedicine was introduced. A complete healthcare ecosystem was built. Today, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise has 72 hospitals, more than 6,000 pharmacies, and treats millions of patients every year. Apollo has played a crucial role in placing India on the global map of medical tourism. The country also recognized Dr. Reddy's contributions. In 1991, he was awarded the Padma Bhushan. In 2010, he was honored with the Padma Vibhushan. But for him, the greatest recognition is the patients whose lives could be saved in India, the families who did not have to go abroad, and the doctors who got the opportunity to work with modern technology. Today, Dr. Prathap Chandra Reddy is 92 years old, and he is counted among India's oldest billionaires. According to Forbes, his net worth is around $3.4 billion. But his story is not about wealth. It is the story of a decision taken at a time when the world says, it is already too late. Today, the Apollo empire is in the hands of his four daughters. Preetha Reddy and Shobhana Reddy handle the responsibilities of chairpersonship. Sunita Reddy is the managing director. Sangeeta Reddy is the joint managing director. Together, all four daughters are leading a sector that was once considered a male-dominated domain. This is not just a succession story, but a strong example of women's leadership in the Indian corporate world. Today, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Limited has a market capitalization of over 1 lakh crore. Digital health, AI-based diagnostics, remote care. Apollo continues to reinvent itself. But its soul remains the same: to provide the best possible treatment to every patient, regardless of their financial status. The biggest lesson from this story is that it is never too late to begin. Starting a business at the age of 50, that too in a sector where capital, policy, and systems are all challenges, is not just courage, but a symbol of passion. Dr. Reddy proved that age is not a limitation, but a name for experience. Today, when we receive treatment at a multi-specialty hospital, we rarely think about how many battles must have been fought to make it possible. Apollo is not just a brand. It is the answer to a question that a death raised in 1979. And perhaps that is why this story is not just about healthcare, but about hope. Hope that began with one person's decision and went on to redefine the meaning of healthcare for an entire nation.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestion. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.